I'm Chef Egg, and we're going to get underneath the shell of the most creative people in Baltimore. This is What's Crackin' with Chef Egg. So, who's the coolest person that has ever eaten in a Blue Moon Cafe?
Oh, now that's a loaded question.
Who do you think?
Obviously, Chef Egg.
Oh, get out of here.
I mean, are you talking just in general conversations that I've had and people I've met, or celebrity status?
I would like one
like
celebrity,
that?
and I would like one really cool conversation.
I had, Julia Roberts.
Julia Roberts was in here.
That's pretty cool.
What did we serve? The smile.
She had biscuits and gravy and scrambled eggs. I was super proud of her.
And she was cool?
Oh, yeah, she was way cool. She came in with Benjamin Bratt when they were dating. He was doing Homicide. This was a while ago at the original restaurant. She was filming Runaway Bride. And she was awesome. She came in a couple times, always said. She's much slighter in person than you would expect.
And what's like you said, the coolest, best conversation that you've had in this place? Because that can come from anywhere. Great conversation.
Anywhere. I ran into, and this is one of those, it fed my ego. Mm-hmm. It was here. We had just opened, and a police officer came in, and I have a tattoo on my hand. Mm-hmm. And he asked, "What is that?" I'm like, "Oh, well, that's the big E. I got it when I was out on the Enterprise." And he goes, "Oh my God, you're Sarah." And I was like, "Yes, I'm Sarah." He's like, "My son was on that ship, and he was writing letters because there was no communication, and he wrote a huge letter about a conversation he had with you and helped you make cinnamon rolls on the ship, and just how amazing and inspiring it was to have you there, and just how it made..." And I started to cry. I'm like, oh my God. First off, I'm fortunate enough to have this opportunity, but to know that it affected somebody so much that they wrote home, and then the Baltimore location, to run into somebody that's here and that kind of stuff. I mean, that was really, really cool. Yeah. So many of our customers are amazing. We have this one, Wes. He's been coming in every Sunday and every Friday for 15 years.
Oh, wow.
15 years. He gets the same thing every time. He gets scrambled eggs, bacon, and fruit. We now call it the West. He pays one specific price. That kind of stuff. That's really neat. And then, of course, there's all the artists that come in. You get to have conversations about that kind of stuff.
Well, moving towards that art, I know a huge part of the restaurant theme is art. I mean, we got Janis Joplin right here.
Yeah, babe.
I bought the Jimi Hendrix.
Yes, you did.
Thomas Pierce did that stuff. How does working with these other artists and bringing them into your restaurant affect you, affect them, and affect your customers? What do your customers say when they come into this place and they're like, "Oh my God, look at this artwork on the wall"? Because I think it's all amazing.
Thank you. It's the most important part to me. It's my inspiration. Mm-hmm. Music, first off, is how anything that's on my menu. You asked earlier about the Captain Crunch. It came with Fairies Wear Boots. Most of the Sabbath. Most of my recipes and things that are on the menu all coincide with the song that has affected me at some point in time, the artist that I love more than anything. It's all about music to me. We like to call Blue Moon Cafe a rock and roll breakfast experience. Mm-hmm. You're going to come in, you might get some attitude from the servers, but it's all out of good times. There's loud music playing, we're singing, we're dancing, there's art all over the walls. It's a multi-textural experience. Mm-hmm. I want you to come in, I want you to see.
And then you can touch stuff.
Yeah, touch it, feel it, smell it, breathe it, be a part of it. I want you to, it's all sensory.
Yeah.
Which I think is a huge thing. A lot of places are so just ordered out of a catalog and stuff like that. My tables are hand painted. Everything in here was hand chosen, which is another reason it took so long. It might have drove my general contractor crazy. It's original. Yeah. Blue moon, once in a blue moon, things like this come along.
And what do the artists, I know they're selling stuff out here.
Yeah, we sell a lot of art. We're really fortunate with that to help support them. To me, the arts is the most important thing in the world. I mean, it's what keeps the world going. If you're not inspired by something, I want something to make me cry, to invoke an emotion. Yeah. And I get to have, we change around some artists, but Thomas Pierce is one of our main ones because I love his work, and he's now a full-time, that's his only job. Yeah. He is now supporting himself off the paintings that he sells. And, the way that it affects people and children. When you see kids come in and they see this cool stuff, sometimes they're scared, and sometimes they're not. It might expand their minds a little bit. Be like, I want to paint, I want to draw, I want to cook. Cooking is my art form. I love and plating and garnishing and stuff like that. That to me is art.
I think it's important. I don't want to say important to scare a kid every once in a while, but to put an image in front of them that they're like,
Ozzy Osbourne, they're gonna be like,
what's that? Because
curiosity.
Yeah, it sparks that curiosity. and we know that they, they can say, "Mommy, who is that?"
Exactly.
That's Janis
Start a
Joplin.
conversation.
Yeah.
Put down your iPad and have
Yeah.
a conversation about a legend.
Yeah. About the art that's on the wall right in front of you, about the food that's in front of you, about the people that are serving you.
Yep.
I think that makes the Blue Moon very, very special. You were talking about music. If you could pick, I think I know the answer to this, but if you could pick one musician, artist, who is your all-time favorite? You get one.
You can't do that.
You get one, and I think I know who it is.
I mean, you can't do that. Like one, now are we talking one to sit down and drink a bottle of red wine with, or one to come in and eat my food?
If you could have one person.
Are we talking have?
Oh boy. No, just you get one artist, and I know you're a huge Stevie Nicks fan.
Yes, of course.
Would Stevie be it, or is there someone else?
Well, that's hard because I mean, Stevie Nicks is like to me the epitome. She resonates with me.
Yeah.
She's gone through drugs, alcohol, rumors, this, that, relationships, and she's come out the other side. Her ass is still on. I just went and saw her. She's still out on the stage performing, and to watch her evolution, I think that's just people should strive for that. The person I'd want to sit down and drink a bottle of red wine with and have a conversation would be Eddie Vedder.
Okay.
Yeah.
He does like that red wine.
Yeah. And then if there was only one band I could ever listen to again, that'd be Zeppelin.
Really? Zeppelin?
Yeah, Zeppelin.
That's a good one.
Yeah, if I could bring back from the dead the one person, that's a Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or Jim Morrison. I mean, obviously I'm kind of still stuck in the 60s and
Yeah.
stuff. I think music has kind of gone downhill. We don't have the same poetry and feeling and emotion that we did back in those days.
I think you're right. I'm a musician as well, and I know you're friends with tons of musicians. And if you can't pick up a guitar and play a tune, how much of a musician are you?
Nope, not at all.
If it's just on your computer and you can press buttons, it's a skill and it's an art.
Yeah, but it's a whole different one.
Learning how to play a guitar, like pretty much everybody that you named, and singing a tune from your heart is. I
guess you know what I'm gonna go. Probably if Ozzy Osbourne walked through this door, I would lose my mind.
Just drop right on him.
Ozzy, yeah. I'd be like, oh.
Who best live show you've ever seen? And everybody has one of those.
Now, for a sit down and just melt your face and get to listen to somebody's voice, it was just recently, and it was Chris Cornell.
Okay, yeah.
He did his Higher Truth, and that man's, he just stands there and
great.
just pukes up this freaking music and sound. You're like, holy moly. Most fun live concert, this is an odd one, but Santana. Carlos Santana can rock that stage and the music that comes out, like you just want to boogie and dance. I loved seeing Santana live, and I've seen him a couple times. That's hard. Live music is my favorite. And then, there's a couple local bands, like Rodney Henry.
Yeah.
Go to a live Rodney Henry show. I mean, he's a blast. It's hysterical.
He's got that
back in the
rockabilly
Glenmont
thing.
Popes, yeah.
I can dig that.
Yeah,
I don't even know. You got to come to one of my shows.
I do. I haven't been to one yet. Definitely.
After you have worked at the restaurant, done things for charity, been on the road, been all over the world, when you come home, what is your favorite thing to eat?
Cereal.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, cereal. A bowl of Captain Crunch, Fruity Pebbles, Cocoa Bell. I am not domestic. I'm working on it.
Yeah.
You know this. We've had this conversation. When I leave, I go home, a sandwich. I love sandwiches.
I like sandwiches too.
Like a really good sandwich, to me, that's all you really need. Like I'm not into the I love going out to dinner. That's why I have a 4-hour meal with horses and the whole thing. I love it. It's my favorite thing. But when I go home, I just want to snuggle my dog and eat a sandwich or a bowl of cereal.
I need 2 sandwiches though.
Yeah.
What's your guilty pleasure? Something when you eat it, you just know you're not supposed to be eating it, but you eat it anyways.
My cinnamon rolls.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah. I had a bite today. I'm not supposed. They're like. Yeah.
They're monster size.
40 years. I've been making them for 40 years. It was the first thing my mom taught me how to make. Now, I took her recipe and turned it into my own and took it to the next level, And, a guilty pleasure is still my own homemade cinnamon rolls.
Interesting.
Totally.
Do you know what my guilty pleasure is?
Sweet baby Jesus.
I'll tell you, I can eat here about once a month, and then I gotta think about it because it's an experience. But my guilty pleasure is Taco Bell.
Oh, I can dig that. What do you get?
I can eat about $20 worth of Taco Bell.
Just crunchy little tacos?
I get a couple of soft, I get a couple of crunchy regular tacos, double-decker taco supreme.
Ooh, I've never had that.
Oh, so
Taco Bell
good.
just opened up at my house too. I'm gonna have to check it out.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. And a nacho supreme.
Oh.
That I will cut up a bunch of lettuce
yes.
and dump it on the lettuce and make a nacho salad with.
Yes. Oh, and that weird number 10 canned cheese sauce. I do love that.
It's
Pickled
special.
jalapenos.
It's special stuff. But
bean and cheese burrito, no sauce, extra cheese, extra onions, sour cream. That's my Taco Bell. That's my Taco Bell jam.
What do you see yourself doing in 5 years?
That's funny. I just had this conversation with my mom this morning, driving down here, because about every month my 5-year plan changes.
Yeah.
And this month, I plan to have I would like to have 2 more restaurants open, which is, I wasn't for sure I was going to do. At first, it was like, I want 10 in 10 years.
Yeah.
And then after this experience, I was like, I can't do this again. But then I'm also, of course I'm going to do this again, because now I've learned all the lessons.
Yeah.
I mean, you're never done learning, and I'll go back to a smaller footprint and stuff like that. I would like to have 2 more restaurants going, Philly, DC, or maybe, we've talked about branching out to the county, but I'm an urban, my restaurant is an urban feel. I don't really see county style. People are trying Hamden, all that kind of stuff, but I think Philly, DC, I'd like an LA, because I still have family that lives out there. That's where I'm originally from. Los Angeles is very big on in 5 years, I'd definitely like to have LA open. Because my job would then become going from restaurant to restaurant, because I love to travel, and making sure everything's okay, checking out, doing that kind of stuff. 20 years later, I can't really work on the line much anymore.
Yeah.
You know, I'm old. My hand hurts, my back hurts, my neck hurts, but I still try to, because it keeps me fresh, and I love doing it. As much as people say, I love getting on the line and having 12 tickets deep for 9 hours straight. That's exhilarating to me.
It makes me so anxious.
I love it. That's my happy place. Like, I can totally zone out, just be like, yeah, as long as there's music playing and I'm dancing, I love it. I miss it.
I love to cook. I mean, I've been cooking for years, and I love my cooking classes, and I love to teach people. That's my passion. But getting on that line, even the thought of it, makes me so nervous, because I never liked not knowing what my workload was for the day.
Yeah.
And I really I need that to plan myself.
That structure.
Yeah, I need that structure. This is what I'm going to do today. This is the food I'm going to make. And being on the line, I got out of that so long ago.
I love the fly by the seat of my pants, not knowing what's happening.
You do, don't you?
I'm a problem solver, though. Like, if I'm in the line of fire, that is when I am at my best.
Yeah.
I like to put out fires, like to create them. I like to.
You like to create fires?
I'm a little bit of a pyromaniac.
Oh boy.
I'm Def Leppard. Ow.
Have you ever been in love?
You know what? Funny again. You're bringing up all these questions. I just had a major surgery, so there's been a lot of emotional things going on in conversations. I am madly in love with my dog. Okay. Like, I've never loved anything as much as I love the Batman. I've had 3 major relationships in my life, and as I look back on them, there was definitely love happening, but I don't know if I ever really understood what love was. I don't think anybody really does when they're younger, and what it really means. Now that I'm in my 40s, I'm really looking forward to falling into a compassionate, shared, mutual respect love, not I'm going to save this, or they're going to save me, or this or that. It's always been about a thing. So, truly, I don't think so. And hopefully none of my boys, hi boys, I loved you.
No, I know exactly. I think when you get to a certain age, and what you thought love was, and what you see out in the world, what people are doing, it's a lot of drama.
Yeah.
But then when you are in love, you're like, oh, this is what it is. Sometimes it's beautiful, sometimes it's ugly, sometimes it makes you.
As long as it's real.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to it. I do believe in it, and I look forward to falling into it. And I think I'm an old soul romantic. I think that my path has been a warrior's path, and when I do finally fall in love, it'll be one of those, are you fucking kidding me, loves, like forever, and die holding hands and all that kind of stupid mumbo jumbo.
Well, I told my wife, we've been together for 7-8 years now, and I think I lament how much time that we didn't get to spend together.
Yeah.
Like, why couldn't we have met when we were 25 or 18? We would have been. We're still the same people. We had to grow and mature.
Yeah, now you've got 2 children. Like, you guys have been through a lot lately.
And we look at it, and I'm just like, holy cow. But it kind of moves me to my next question. being in a positive adult relationship affects the way that you are creative, and that sometimes the negativity will make you write that sad song, and sometimes the happy will make you write that happy song.
This is something that's going on in my life as I'm going through this evolution right now. I don't know if you know the Tool song 46 and 2, but it's it's all about, shedding skin and this organic formation of DNA and stuff like that. And I feel like I'm really going through that right now. And it's also about the relationships that I'm building and falling in love with my friends and the people around me. I've cleared a lot of people out of my life, a lot of negativity, and I'm looking for inspiration and adult conversations and peers that understand life and that are in those situations, because that to me is inspiring. That's why I like to be around artists, because they push me to continue my art or to see if maybe I like painting. I'm desperate for this inspiration and stimulation. Sometimes being in your 40s, being single, being a hardworking woman or man, whatever, but in this lifestyle, you forget about the things that aren't restaurant, that are not business, that are not things, the things that are actually you. Like, so right now I'm going through this,
passion
pit of who am I? What really turns me on?
Who is Sarah Simington?
Who is Sarah Simington? Badass bitch, baby.
Well, I know Sarah Simington as somebody that has a huge heart, and that is always willing to give. And I think that, if you're looking for the love that you seek, you're certainly going to find it, because you're only putting positivity out there.
And I was never really looking before. And I think, because then I always thought, there's kind of like this bravado of, I'm a grown woman, I don't need love. And I'm like, you know what?
It's nice.
I would really like to have a partner in life. I really would. So, why not? So I'm going to put it out in the energy, and we'll see what happens.
And hopefully you can make beautiful music.
Yeah.
And make beautiful food. And, I think being in a relationship, it can be painful, and it can feel really great, and then sometimes it just feels real good.
Yep, I'm looking for some just real good.
Yeah, just something real good. Well, I want to thank you for joining me today.
My pleasure.
This program's all about really talking to artists and seeing what they're all about, and what hurts them and what helps them and what makes them feel good.
'Cause what hurts the most.
Oh, Lord.
I like country music, too. Come on now.
I know one country song, Strawberry Wine.
Oh, okay, that's a good one.
It is.
Strawberry Wine.
It's not very appropriate
for the children.
You don't know Boot
Scoot and Boogie?
I think I know that one, too.
Get down, turn around, go to town, the Boot, Scoot and Boogie.
But I want to thank you for joining me. It's
My pleasure, sir.
Oh, ma'am. But it's great. I'm doing this show because I'm an artist too, and I have the ups and the downs. I'm doing this show because I have the ups and downs as well. And it's, the only way that we can get through these ups and downs is talking to each other.
Yeah, absolutely.
And sharing each other's, and sharing art, and sharing stories, and sharing the love. So thank you. I wish you many years of success.
Thank you.
I tell you every single time I see you, this place is money in the bank.
Woo!
Don't change a thing. So you don't go changing.
Don't go breaking my heart.
I'm not going to. But I love you, Sarah.
Love you too.
And I hope our friendship lasts forever.
It will indeed. Go team.
I'm Chef Egg, and we're going to get underneath the shell of the most creative people in Baltimore. This is What's Crackin' with Chef Egg.